Welcome back to the Frenzy. The Daytona 500 is in the books. The Nascar season is underway. If we're going to talk more racing in our Sunday sit-down, you know it's going to be with Lindsey Barna. She gets some extra time with one of the drivers on the top circuit, Christopher Bell. Before the 500, unfortunately for Bell, the title will have to wait another year. Hear what he has to say about leading up to the race and the next-gen car.
What are the differences with this new next-gen car?
Yeah, there's a lot of differences, that's for sure. The biggest probably being in the tire and the wheel assembly. So our tires are a lot wider than what they were before, but the sidewall is a lot shorter too. So that just gives us a completely different feel whenever we're driving the car around the racetrack. And nobody exactly knows what's going to happen whenever we go green at the Daytona 500. We'll get a little bit of a sniff of it in the Daytona duels on Thursday, but getting these cars in the draft and getting up to speed on Sunday at the Daytona 500 is going to be eye-opening for all of us.
Is it kind of exciting, obviously, having a new prototype kind of to take off this year?
Yeah, it's definitely, I would say it's good for me. Being a young guy in the sport, I'm hoping to capitalize on having a new car and, maybe catch these old veterans sleeping, getting up to speed.
So I spoke with the Daytona's president. He thinks the next gen car is it's anyone's game, really. It's kind of not a cookie cutter, but it could be just anyone can go for the win with these new cars. No one's above anybody else.
Yeah, I think that's the truth. And looking at the cars in the garage, everybody has the same chassis, the same pieces to put the cars together. So it's just going to be a matter of crew chiefs and engineers putting the right setup underneath the cars and the drivers driving the heck out of them. So it's going to be interesting to see what team gets off to a good advantage. And we're not really going to know, though, until we get to a couple of races in. I think it being anyone's game is very true. And, yeah, it's going to be fun to find out who's got the advantage. Biggest thing is we want to get off to a good start of the 2022 season. But with that being said, the Daytona 500 is the biggest race of the year. And we want to win that sucker pretty bad. So there's 40 of us out here that are going to be gunning for the win on Sunday, and I think it's going to be a heck of a race. So it's Daytona's Daytona, and I'm sure there's going to be some beating and banging and crashes, and you got to be there at the end of 200 laps. And I think that this 20 DeWalt group is going to be really strong come Sunday, and hopefully we're contending for the win.
Put the viewers in your perspective. How much I guess not anxiety, but what kind of goes through your head when you're at the Daytona 500? Because anything could really happen.
Yeah, definitely. Anxiety is probably the right word. Nervousness. You're just anxious. You want to go out there and you want to do well. You want to finish well. You have to race hard. Daytona is a very tight racetrack. Everyone races tight in groups, and you draft and you're pushing and bumping and banging, and there's going to be crashes. So hopefully you can make them through the crashes without getting caught up in it, and be there at the end of 200 laps. But it's very hair-raising for sure.
Us being back here in Central PA, gonna ask you right off the bat: new year, new season. Will we see you anytime soon? Hopefully on the dirt tracks.
I plan on being there, especially for PA Speed Week. That's a really good one for me to come up to because it's during the week. So hopefully we have some more midweek races.
Yeah, we'd love to see him again for sure. Thanks to Lindsey and to Chris for giving us some time for the Frenzy. If you'd like to share or watch any of our Sunday sit-downs or other stories from the show, make sure you check out fox43.com/Frenzy. Coming up, we go to great lengths to catch